When Erica Kirk came in as leader, I don't even know how to explain it. The vibe just shifted, like instantly. And then she starts bringing in all these new people, total unknowns. No social media, no LinkedIn, no nothing. It's like they just appeared. Everyone in the office is joking, well, half joking, that they're all spooks. And honestly, it fits. So people start digging around just to see who we're really working with. And it gets creepy fast. Her mom works for some Israeli defense firm, something to do with missile systems, like the Iron Dome level stuff. Her dad literally wrote the book about how to integrate private companies into the intelligence community. And Erica, she loves to brag about her connections. She'll say stuff in meetings like, if I want to know something about someone, I can have it by morning. Mossad doesn't sleep. Then she'll flash that megawatt smile like she's joking. But she's not. Everyone knows she's not. Does she actually work for them? I mean, yeah, everyone thinks so. She's hinted at it herself. And now, the whole office feels wired. Slack channels are dead. People don't say what they're thinking anymore. Everyone's paranoid, like the walls are listening.
Are you taking off? Come on.
You gotta go with me.
Hey, let's hop out of my
We're taking her.
Hey.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Ready, Bob?
When
All right, y'all. We are about to talk about something very interesting tonight. And before I talk about what I want to bring up, everybody drop the rabbit hole emojis in the chat. Everybody drop the rabbit hole emojis in the chat. And of course, hit the thumbs up button. We got 300 people in the first minute. So that's good. So everybody make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Keep the likes going up. So the reason why I came live tonight is because I have just something to share with my audience. And this may be totally wrong. This may be crazy. This may be conspiracy theory, but I just want to share this with y'all. All right. So here we go. What if Charlie Kirk had to go because something was coming down a pipeline that not only was going to possibly destroy Charlie Kirk, but most importantly, was going to destroy Turning Point USA. And in order to save Turning Point USA, because, you know, they got Turning Point USA, they got Turning Point UK, they have Turning Point Action, and they have Turning Point Faith. And most importantly, Turning Point Faith would have lost out in this if something would have came out about Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk. And before we get into that, let me play my intro. Everybody hit the like button, and we're going to get into it.
Everybody hit the like button.
Sorry. I got to get it right.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. What? Everybody. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Why did everybody hit the like button? Everybody hit the like button.
Just do it. Just do it.
All right, so let me pull something up real quick and we'll get into this because I have a lot to talk about. And this is something that is important for us to go a little farther with. So let me get rid of this. So this first picture right here is a check for $250,000 going to none other than Mikey McCoy. Right after Charlie Kirk passed away. And why did he get this money? And why did it go to Mikey? Of course, it says Turning Point USA, but who's the leader of Turning Point USA now? Mikey. So as I'm going through all of this, I started just really thinking about it. And before I say anything else, to YouTube, to the algorithm, to whoever is in charge of demonetizing videos. Say this video got demonetized and I have to send it to a human. I'm going to talk to you right now. So to the human that is in charge of remonetizing a demonetized video, I am literally making an entertaining video. Charlie Kirk died on September 10th. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Everybody in the chat, say rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, to let the monetization person know that this is entertainment and we are not taking away Charlie Kirk's victimhood. Everybody say rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk died on September 10th, 2025. Okay, just want to say that. So from an entertainment standpoint, from a pontificating standpoint, I just want to share something with you that I want to see what y'all think about. Okay. So do y'all remember when Diddy was at his hiatus? I mean, not hiatus. He was at his height. He was doing with the liquor brand. He was doing all this other stuff. And then he sued the liquor brand. Keyword, Diddy sued Diageo. And a little bit after that, all hell started breaking loose. Do y'all remember that? So, and y'all stay with me. He sued the liquor brand, and all of a sudden, all these lawsuits started coming in. Boom, 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 boom. Cassie's lawsuit, then Little Rod's lawsuit, and then another person's lawsuit, and another person's lawsuit, and another person's lawsuit. It started with the Diageo lawsuit, though. And then, I would say a year later, maybe 2 years later, Diddy is now doing prison time. He's doing like 4 years in prison. And what does Diddy have to do with Charlie Kirk? Well, what if, and I'm just pontificating. I have no evidence on this. I'm just looking at all the things that have came out about Turning Point USA. And let me play this. Let me show y'all this. Because everything is weird. And when things are weird, it's important to find out why things are weird. So right here, these are the main executives of Turning Point USA. And we talked about this a little bit in my last live, but these are some of the Turning Point executives. And the majority of the people in this picture, this is them in Cabo, I believe. And, you know, they like having fun. And there's nothing wrong with having fun, right? But if we keep going, let it go a little bit. Right here, And I'll just read over this quickly so y'all can understand what I'm saying. This is Tyler Boyer with, as you can see at the top, it says alleged SA situation. And there was a lot of problems with Turning Point USA when it comes to not only girls, but boys, little, like teenage boys or, college boys and college girls. It says our investigation did not reach a resolution acceptable to the person to identify as a victim, who we will refer as Claremont. So if you look at right here, it says Tyler Boyer's cover up of alleged SA by prominent Turning Point employee. Now, it's so many different situations like this where the main leaders of Turning Point are caught up in boy or girl SA stuff. And the first thing I was saying to the members of the Scooby-Doo team, how is it that since 2014, because I thought it was 2018, it's 2014. Since 2014, how is it that it's so many different SA allegations of so many people, but not any allegations on Charlie Kirk? And I'm not saying Charlie Kirk did something, but I'm saying, is it a coincidence that Charlie Kirk never came up on anything? And just for the record, one of these employees that I think went to prison, and when they got out of prison, they started back working for Turning Point USA. It's one of them that did 5 years in prison off of this SA stuff or tadpole stuff. So if the majority of the executives of Turning Point USA, dating back to 2014 all the way up to 2025, people being brought up on charges and going to prison, it sounds like that these guys for decades have been some freaky little boys. These have been some freaky boys. So here's the facts. And we want to get back on the Diddy thing, and you'll understand the correlation. Multiple leaders of Turning Point USA have either been convicted and imprisoned for SA charges, or they have been accused multiple times of some sort of SA. Candace herself said Tyler Boyer has hired virtually everyone at Turning Point USA. Tyler Boyer, very important person in this conversation. And according to Candace, he may or may not have been hanging out with interns and workers during decades of college tours, if y'all know what I'm saying. Matthew Martinez, as another example, a prominent TPUSA executive, was involved in forced SA around December of 2024. So this stuff is still going on. This was December. This is like less than a year ago. And he's still with Turning Point USA. So there are numerous documented reports of all these things going on from as early as 2014. And since Turning Point Faith is so prominent, any allegations against Turning Point USA or Turning Point Faith or against Charlie Kirk would literally put a stain on the entire company. And this is a $500 million company. I'll say it again. Turning Point USA is a $500 million company. Turning Point Faith would not survive if the following would happen. What if, and this is just what if Charlie Kirk was dibbling and dabbling in all of the stuff that these other guys working right alongside of him was dibbling and dabbling with? But just like with the years and years of Diddy doing whatever he was doing, his dibbling and dabbling, people kept quiet about it, and they blocked people from messing with Charlie Kirk because he was the wonder boy. But just like with Diddy, the second he started accusing people of mistreating him, like, the liquor company, Bellagio, whatever their names is, the protection went away. The second Diddy started trying to sue Bellagio, the liquor company, I hope I'm saying it right, everything just fell apart. So there was a possibility, because, Candace even said that a lot of these people have handlers. When you start going against your handler, Diddy started going against his handlers, the veil comes off. And when the veil comes off, the protection comes off, anybody can come in and sue you. Anybody could turn around and say, you did this, you did that. They just like, hey, I ain't protecting you no more. You talking shit, you deal with it. So what did Charlie do that Diddy did that could possibly remove the veil and remove the protection of Charlie Kirk? What did Charlie Kirk start doing, y'all, recently? What did Charlie Kirk start doing recently that Diddy started doing? He started talking about IHOP. He started refusing IHOP's money. He started talking bad about even the Epstein files. He had the Epstein files. And when he got a hold of the Epstein files, he had the Epstein files, y'all. But he was expected to be quiet about the Epstein files. But he got louder about the Epstein files. He started talking about Trump. He got Trump elected. He started talking about everybody, right? So next thing you know, there's a possibility that when they removed the protection that they had on over Charlie Kirk, just like they removed the protection that Diddy had for the last few decades, there's a possibility, because I don't know, and I don't want to speak badly about the dead, but there's a possibility that Charlie Kirk and them, not just Charlie Kirk and them was like Bad Boy and them or Diddy and them. And because it's a fact that the people with Charlie Kirk was doing the things that Diddy was doing. That's a fact. We don't know if Charlie Kirk was Diddy. But what if Charlie Kirk was a white Diddy? And he's all around these college campuses with all these little interns and all these little workers. And then next thing you know, he was being protected. But the second he started talking shit about IHOP, the second he started talking about Trump, they like, you know what? Sir, you're on your own. What happens to you, happens to you. And what if coming down the pipeline was a Cassie type of lawsuit or a Lil Rod type of lawsuit? Do y'all remember what happened to Diddy after Cassie sued him? Do y'all remember what happened to Diddy after Lil Rod came in and sued him? It literally eviscerated everything Diddy created at that time. It was over. He lost deal after deal after deal. He had control or ownership of Revolt TV. He had to sell Revolt. I don't know if he sold Bad Boy. I don't really know what happened with that. But his entire life literally just fell apart and he ended up going to prison. So here's my pontification. And remember, YouTube, Charlie Kirk died September 10th, 2025. Here's my pontification. What if they had to make it? What if everything that we think, wink, wink, what if everything we think happened actually happened? And y'all don't even say it in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What if somebody didn't die? I'm not saying YouTube. Charlie Kirk died. Okay. I got to speak in code to y'all because YouTube is watching. But what if somebody didn't die? What if somebody wasn't assassinated? Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Charlie Kirk died. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. But what if somebody named, I don't know, Johnny Kirk didn't die? What if, let's make the person a female. What if Keisha Kirk? Because we gotta swim through this algorithm, y'all. What if Keisha Kirk wasn't assassinated? Let's just say that. Keisha. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What if Keisha did not die? Because the reason why this is so like on the front of my mind is because the last live stream I did, put a one in the chat. Y'all was at y'all watched my last live stream. I think it was the last night or the night before last, where Imani came in and was like, yo, when Keisha Kirk fell, Keisha fell on a platform. And I was like, no, they fell on the ground. He showed me the picture, the video in slow motion. It was actually a platform. So the first thing I said was, I can't play the video because I get demonetized. But remember when Charlie Kirk was up there and he had the microphone and like, bop, and he was like this. And then all of a sudden, the guy in the black came behind him and grabbed him and like pushed him over. Yeah, they pushed him. What if the push was meant to angle him properly to fall onto the platform? And the reason why he fell on the platform was because under the platform was something. Or okay, remember, I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to get demonetized. I'll say this. What if under the platform was life-size Teletubby? I got to speak in code. So he falls on a platform, but why you fall on the platform? So you up on the platform like this. And then when they was down there doing this, what if they was down there pulling a lifelike Teletubby out, and the Teletubby had a white shirt on, and they carried the Teletubby to the car? Because going back to the Diddy stuff, Turning Point USA would not have survived, just like Bad Boy didn't survive. And Turning Point USA and Turning Point Faith is like gaining a lot of steam And if some type of SA lawsuit, some type of gay stuff or whatever came out about Charlie Kirk, do y'all see what we did to Diddy just from a public standpoint? Do y'all remember how many people, including me, was doing videos on Diddy? Diddy did this, Diddy did that, Diddy. Everything was about Diddy. And then the public sentiment was like, Diddy is a piece of crap. Get him out of here. I'm not listening to bad boy music no more. They would have did that to Turning Point. And there's so many people that are on top of Turning Point that already did go to jail or may have gotten sued and had to settle out of court. It's a possibility that they like, yo, if this lawsuit comes out, all of us are done. So let's do this. If Charlie Kirk dies, and they're looking at Charlie Kirk like, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. And Charlie's like, so what I'm gonna do? And I want y'all to think about this. What if it's even worse? What if he was doing the same stuff that Erica Kirk was doing? What if, see, the thing about it is, have y'all ever asked, Keisha might be living in IHOP. Keisha might be over in IHOP chilling. Because how many of y'all kept asking yourself, why would Charlie Kirk marry a woman like Erica Kirk? That was a question that I kept asking myself. And just in case y'all aren't familiar with Erica Kirk, let's play this real quick.
Erica Kirk or Erica Francis, Romanian Angels organization.
So as we're watching this, I need to ask y'all, why in the world would Charlie Kirk marry a woman with this type of mess on her jacket?
I did a deep dive last night into Erica Kirk or Erica Francis, Romanian Angels organization, which was an organization that was linked with the U.S. military and accused of trafficking girls in Romania. Now, since this issue started going viral, pop-ups like this, which I have never seen before in my entire life, have started showing up on Google. So utilizing Google to try and find this information is probably not going to deem fruitful. The main sources we're going to use today.
So we're talking about the Romanian Angels situation. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I just want to familiarize people who aren't familiar with Erica Kirk.
And I will post the articles right here. Are G4 Media, Active News, and, excuse me, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Stripent Ruviata, which are all Romanian news organizations, as well as a video posted to the video sharing site Vimeo, Vimeo, that features Erica Kirk talking about this organization directly. Now, that Vimeo video is about 3 minutes long. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to play it, but I do encourage you to go look it up while it is still available, because it's posted on her personal Vimeo page at Erica
Charlie's Angels instead of Romanian Angels.
France V. It's titled Romanian Angels. So just to go over timelines here, in 2012, Erica Kirk, then Erica Francis, competed in the 2012 Miss USA pageant as Miss Arizona, started working for Donald Trump, and then immediately after that went to Romania and posted this following video on her Vimeo page 12 years ago. Okay, so this video was posted 12 years ago on her personal page, and most of the video is just clips.
And let's get a little farther because she's babbling a little bit.
Romanian orphans, 2 members of the U.S.
All right, so here we go. She's talking about it now. I'll just let it play.
Come up again. Essentially, Romanian Angels was an organization that connected Romanian orphans to members of the U.S. military, and under the guise of giving them gifts. The person and the organization that she thanks at the end of that video, Colonel Busher and Associa United Hands Romania, have proven ties to child
traffic lights
at multiple different points of their time in Romania.
So y'all already are familiar with that, right? So I want y'all to think about this. Charlie Kirk's wife is mixed up with, and then that Colonel Busher, that's documented. These are facts. Colonel Busher, which was besties with Erica Kirk over in Romania at the base in Romania, was doing these things because he came up on charges. So I'm talking about documented charges. I'm not making stuff up. So you are Charlie Kirk. Your wife is affiliated with this Romania orphan mess, and she got kicked out of Romania, and Colonel Busher got brought up on charges of doing weird, nasty stuff, right? And then Charlie Kirk is doing business and hanging out with and best friends with all these weirdos at Turning Point USA, and almost all of them are caught up doing the same thing his wife was caught up with. So it's like, how was Charlie Kirk the only clean person out of everybody? There's a possibility, because I don't know. There's a possibility that Charlie Kirk may have been doing some stuff too. And because he was the clean wonder boy that was, he was heading everything, they blocked everything, just like they blocked everything from what was going on with Diddy. Because when Diddy got sued, I don't know if y'all remember, Cassie has said she tried to sue Diddy for years. She even wrote a book about what Diddy was doing, but it was getting pushed out. I mean, not pushed out, like it was getting held in where she couldn't, put it out. Do y'all remember the book she wrote about Diddy? That book was pushed away until he sued Diageo. I think it's Diageo. I said Bellagio. Diageo. So there's a possibility that Charlie Kirk had the same thing that was about to happen to him. And in order to save Turning Point Faith, in order to save Turning Point USA, he had to fall on the platform and allow them to carry out a lifelike Teletubby in order to make things look like something. Remember, there's certain things I cannot say. It's so many cover-ups with this situation. The federal, Cash Patel is a part of the cover-up. Donald Trump is part of a cover-up because he's the one who said he was going to release the Epstein files, and then out of nowhere, he said, I don't know about the Epstein files. Why are you talking about that? One of the reasons why the government is shut down is because there's a woman that's on the Democrat Party that is expected to get sworn in the second the government comes back online. And her vote is the last vote that they need in order to release the Epstein files. So the second the government comes back online, they are legally going to have to vote her in. And then once they do that, they'll literally legally have to release the Epstein files. That's part of the reason why the government is shut down still, because they're trying to work out a law that would change the law. I talked about this earlier. Do I have it? Let's see. Do I have it? I don't think I got it. There's a law change that they're trying to push through that will make it where tadpoles would be legal to have in your aquarium. I'll just say that. So you got all those cover-ups. You got multiple Turning Point USA cover-ups. You got Charlie Kirk's death that's being covered up. Virtually every aspect of Charlie Kirk's death is a cover-up. And we are sitting here like, yo, what is wrong with this stuff? The Tyler Robinson situation is a cover-up. They won't even show his face. Did y'all see that he had an arraignment today or yesterday, and all of a sudden they didn't show his face? That's a cover-up. That might not even be Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson might already be dead. So it's cover-ups in every aspect of this situation. But what if the biggest cover-up is that Keisha Kirk is over in Romania or over in IHOP chilling out? And it gets worse. I'm gonna play a little bit of her. Let's see.
According to ctnews.ro, Associa United Hands Romania had close ties with the U.S. military at the Black Sea Rotational Force 17.1 and at the Mihal Kogalsanu military base. It says, a former translator from the American base in Kogalsanu accuses a real brothel operated here where
tadpoles
were brought in. The woman filed a criminal complaint with DICOT, D-I-I-C-O-T, requesting that the Kogalsanu file be connected to the Carousel Develsalu file. DICOT is the branch of the Romanian government that investigates organized crime. Now, for background, the Carousel Develsalu file was a criminal case in which a 18-year-old girl and a 15-year-old girl, Louisa,
well, I want to go past that,
up to Colonel Busher of the U.S. Army, Erica's bestie. The Carousel case in the summer of 2019 brought the Develsalu base to the forefront. That's the military base, with voices linking the disappearances of the two girls to
traffic lights
networks and the military unit hosting American troops. The translator cited at the beginning of this article is named Anna Maria Nusanu, who claims that a real brothel operated in this military unit and on this military base.
So just a little bit more on that. So let's move on to this, because this has a lot to do with that. Look at this. So right here, it says, Erica Kirk recently announced a groundbreaking $175 million contract to launch the Kirk Academy of Hope in Chicago, intended as the city's first ever boarding school for orphans and homeless students. Keyword, homeless students. So she is about to bring the same crazy shit that she was doing over in Romania to Chicago. See, the key to orphans and homeless people is that nobody will miss them. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Orphans, nobody wants the orphan. That's the reason why they're orphan. And homeless students, the students means homeless tadpoles. They just didn't want to say tadpoles because you're not a student if you're homeless. You ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't thinking about no school. So you got orphans that nobody wants, and you have homeless tadpoles that nobody wants. Which means if they were to go missing, nobody's going to care. So let's keep going. All right. Homeless tadpoles. This large-scale initiative is designed to provide comprehensive support, including education, housing, and mentorship for tadpoles who have lost everything, honoring her late husband, Charlie Kirk's vision and legacy. An announcement has drawn wide attention and praise online. Do y'all see a trend here, y'all? Let me read this super chat real quick. Thank you to Aaron Davis. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. See you in Valhalla, brother. You gotta you forgot about you're on the watch. I don't even know the you're on the watch part, but he said you're on the watch. See you in Valhalla, brother. So the thing I'm thinking is that there's possibly, because I don't know, possibly there was a lawsuit that is so damning that it would have made Charlie Kirk the white Diddy. And everybody around Charlie Kirk are white Diddies. Except for Charlie Kirk. Which is weird. Because when you hang out with gang members, you're probably a gang member too. You hang out with hoes, you're probably a hoe too. You hang out with gay dudes and you're a dude, you're probably gay too. So it's like, you the only dude that ain't doing fuck shit. Your wife doing weird shit. Tyler Boyer is doing weird shit. Mikey is doing weird shit. Mikey's father, the pastor, is doing weird shit in his, in his church. Everybody is working for IHOP. And put a 1 in the chat if you are aware of how nasty and disgusting the IHOP people are, the IHOPians are. There's a book. They have a Bible. It's called the Talmud. And in that Talmud, put a 1 in the chat if you're aware of their nasty Bible. It's called a Talmud. It literally says their religion tells them to play with tadpoles. Talmud. Yeah, Talmud. No, what is it? You gotta look it up. It's the most disgusting shit I ever seen in my life. Let me see if I got it. I might have it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, and before I get too far with myself, can y'all see this new picture? I just want to make sure y'all can see it. Okay. Before I get too fast, go too fast. This is from Charlie Kirk or either Erica Kirk's Instagram page. For those who have not seen this, do you think Charlie Kirk is in that casket? Charlie Kirk is 6'5". Do you think Charlie Kirk is in this short ass casket? It's too small, right? This is the casket that they're saying Charlie Kirk is in. Houseway. There's no way in hell Charlie Kirk, tall ass, 6'5", tall ass, is in this casket. So a lot of these things just don't make any sense. And then Erica Kirk is starting something in Chicago with orphans and homeless kids. What? So with all of these people being mixed up in this, my point of this whole video is saying, I think Charlie Kirk was tied up in this stuff too. I think Charlie Kirk was caught up with all this stuff too. Because it's impossible for you to be the cleanest person when your own wife is dirty.
Mikey McCoy, dial, speed dial, hold down one eye. See Mikey's on his phone. Say, here's my Andrew Tate, Force Base.
Hold on.
Right? He completed. I'm going, is anything not military? I'm looking at Barry Weiss and looking into her grandfather, and there's a story that's just incredible. A bomb thrown on at his house, and I think it's in Philly or somewhere, maybe it's Pittsburgh, and that's related to the casinos. I mean, the whole thing starts getting really crazy when you realize everyone's somehow attached to Raytheon, right? Mr. Beast, they're all attached to Raytheon in one way or the other, and I find that to be interesting.
Yes.
And there's more, by the way. I'm in the early days of research here, and there's a lot more.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sure y'all already know what I'm about to say. What I'm about to say, y'all. Tell me what I'm about to say. I paused this video. What do y'all think I'm about to say? What do y'all think I'm about to say? Tell me what y'all think I'm about to say. I want to see. I think what am I about to say? I know y'all can easily guess what I'm about to say. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds. What am I about to say? No idea? Okay. That is hilarious. What I'm about to say is hit the freaking like button. We got almost 2,000 people in here, and we don't even have 1,000 likes. Can y'all please take a second to hit the like button? Y'all should have known that I was about to say that. So I'm trying to say hit the like button less often because it gets on y'all nerves. But when I don't tell y'all to hit the like button, this is what happens. Y'all don't hit the like button. So can y'all, and to the people who have hit the like button, 500 people hit the like button, but we almost got 2,000 people in here. So I at least need 1,500 of you to hit the like button now. So to the 500, thank you. Well, let's just get 1,000 more people to hit the like button. So we can move on, but can y'all please hit the like button? Okay. Y'all should have known I was about to say that.
I'm going to present to you guys, but I think we can all acknowledge that we were lied to about the 30-06, right? I know for a fact Charlie's neck was not destroyed. Direct descendant, I think. I know doing more and
hold on,
the
what
right
was this?
way after Charlie's death, like my friend Mikey. Because I'm a
Charlie, he was like my 4th son, and is secured to the hospital.
In the comment section, make sure you like and follow, and if you'd like to support, I know was FaceTiming his son and daughter while Charlie Kirk was
help you when you start to look at things and assess people, and they tell you he's a genius, and you learn that they have, I don't know, a contract with the Department of Defense. He might just be a military-grade actor meant to lead a company, because if we all looked up and realized the military owns everything and maybe has owned everything and controlled everything since they shot JFK, well, that wouldn't be a good thing for us to know.
And that is Rob McCoy all in some little girl's face. Absolutely.
Frank Turk, the guy that was in the white hat doing the hand signals, he's been caught in another lie. He said he was FaceTiming his son and daughter while Charlie Kirk was being taken out, and it turns out the screen's black.
I was FaceTiming them because they love Charlie. And I was just, first I was FaceTiming my wife, and then I said, let me call Spencer. And so I started FaceTiming him,
during the event.
During the event, yeah, both during the event. And then when the shot rang out, I just, started heading toward the car, and I just put the phone in my back pocket. I didn't even.
There's no way to hide a FaceTime.
Instinctively.
So, there's a possibility that in order for Turning Point USA to survive, one way or the other, Charlie Kirk had to die. So my question is, did Keisha die, or is Keisha still alive? And I'm saying stuff to, make sure I don't have no problems. Trapdoor Charlie is crazy. So is there a Trapdoor Charlie, or is there he's out of here for real Charlie? And that's kind of like where I'm a little, I don't know. Because for all of the theories, right? The theory of him getting shot. Well, somebody would have seen somebody shoot somebody. So I don't think Charlie was shot. I know he died, YouTube. I don't think he died off of a bullet wound, is what I'm saying. He died, YouTube. I think he was hit with a air actuated pellet discharger and it popped in his throat. But there's another possibility that things were orchestrated in order. See, the thing about it is, women can't come out with a lawsuit and say, Charlie Kirk is not who you think he is. Charlie Kirk blanked me. Charlie Kirk did this. Charlie Kirk did that. Not when he's dead. So think about that. Not if he's dead. What kind of woman are you trying to sue a dead man? So it's a possibility that it may have been a group of women or one woman that has so much proof on Charlie Kirk. Well, she's like, I'm going to bury him in Turning Point USA. And they started scrambling like, yo, it's coming now. We got to do something. Because if she comes through with this lawsuit, whether it sticks or not, it's going to end us. The type of stuff that she knows because she was here or she was there, she was at a college. We know she's telling the truth. We got to scramble. And all of a sudden, they're like, okay, I got an idea. Give me a blood bag. Give me a cord. Give me a this. Give me a lifelike Teletubby. Give me a platform. And let's work it out. Because if she thinks I'm dead, no lawsuit. If she thinks I'm dead, no lawsuit. Because then all you would need to combat a lawsuit like that is this. This is all you would need to combat the lawsuit.
It was 32. 32.
This is all you need. Stick her up there. How dare you try to sue my husband and he's dead? Oh my God, you're causing mental distress. No lawsuit. So this is a theory, and I'm not trying to say nothing, but it's a theory. If if I'm dead, you cannot say I was playing with your butt. You can't sue me because I'm dead. And if you try to sue Turning Point USA, here comes Erica Kirk. Oh my God, you won't let me grieve. Who is this woman? Oh my God, she's trying to ruin my husband's name. And wouldn't even make it to court. That's all you need.
32.
Just throw Erica Kirk out there with this bullshit.
It was 32. 32. You're so lucky to have Donald. So, it's not necessary. No camera. My husband just was not materialistic and to die free. The greatest victory. Yeah, okay. I have a message. This is very intense. Do you get OSHA?
No lawsuit. That lawsuit would be thrown in the garbage. Because how dare you try to sue my husband who did all this stuff for all these children? The power, the money they got. They were $500 million. Whoever the girl is, they will be buried. Oh, wait. Somebody just said something. Hold on. Let's see. Guys, go look. Candace Owens turned off the reply comments about Erica Kirk's involvement on the last two videos. Go look. Commented calling it out. I even screenshotted it. Can you send that to me? BMACCCC. Hold on. Let me go watch. Let me see what's going on. What is this? Hold on. What y'all doing? All right, so I'm going to Candace Owens. So I'm trying to see what's going on here. Where am I going? I'm gonna use my own phone. Hold on, y'all. I want to see what's going on with Candace Owens' page. Let's see. Candace. Okay, what is she talking about?
Or to you that it is a fact that on 9.
What are you talking about? I don't see nothing on Candace Owens' page. Can you reply again? What's happening on Candace Owens' page? Where's she at? Was the email BMACCCC. Can you explain what's going on? There's nothing on Candace Owens' page. What is she doing? Some type of breaking news, y'all. I don't know what is going on. Ma'am, can you please tell us what's going on Candace Owens' page and what video? All right, we'll just, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I don't know. All right, let's just keep going. I don't know. Done messed up my whole train of thought. I don't know what's going on. Are you going to say something, please? It's on YouTube. Someone called out Erica's involvement. Where? She wasn't live. So you're saying on her YouTube channel? Let's see. So let's go to Candace Owens. Okay, which video? Let's go to her last live. Because I don't know. She's not giving me a lot of information. Okay, so her last live. Her comments are on. I can comment. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to understand what in the world you're talking about. Yeah, what video title? Can y'all please give me some information? God damn, why I gotta go through all this? Can y'all give me the whole information? We just gonna move on, right? I don't know. I ain't got time for this. Shit. Can you just tell me what's going on? Shit. Hello? What is happening? What video? And what are you talking about? I'm not mad at you, but what are you talking about? The comments are on, the replies are turned off to a comment to I'm done. I have no idea. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. So it's no breaking news. Some about some comments. I don't know. I'm not mad at you, but I just don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I'm not mad at you. Thank you for saying that, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Comments here are being deleted. Who's deleting comments over here? I'm not deleting no comments. My comments are vanishing here. I don't know. I'm not deleting anything. I'm doing my show. I don't know what's going on. So if y'all say some crazy shit, YouTube would delete your comment, but I ain't delete nothing. So I don't know. Sharing it true. Yeah. So somebody said, what career-ending lawsuit? I did not say there is a career-ending lawsuit. I said, what if there was a career-ending lawsuit that was coming down the pipeline, and in order to save all of the facets or all the aspects of Turning Point USA, Turning Point Faith, Turning Point Action, and Turning Point UK, they had to stage something, and once they stage the thing, now they're free of worrying about a lawsuit. Because we see what happened to Diddy. And the proof is not in the lawsuit, because I don't know if it's a lawsuit. But the proof is every single person, well, I would say 90% of the people that are surrounded by Charlie are documented weirdos. Tyler Boyer, Erica Kirk's bestie, which is that the corporal commander. I forgot his name. I can play that again if y'all need me to, but Sergeant something. Mikey McCoy, Rob McCoy, somebody named Menendez. What's his name? Matthew Martinez. The majority of the people have been doing Diddy type of stuff for literally the last 10 years. Thank you, Aaron Davis, for the last 10 years. And at no point did anybody try to stop it. So I don't know. So for anybody mad at what I'm saying, because I know y'all love Charlie Kirk, I'm not saying Charlie Kirk did anything crazy. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk had a lawsuit coming. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk is alive. Charlie Kirk is dead. The only thing I'm saying is, due to the multiple allegations of sexual misconduct from virtually every person surrounding Charlie Kirk, how is Charlie Kirk the only person that wasn't doing anything? And then when you look at every aspect of this case being weird, even if somebody said, yo, there was a projector, and the projector, no, if it was a projector, the assassination would have went perfectly. It would have been like a movie, and he would have like, it would have been perfect. We would have like, oh, they look like a movie. Whoa. But no, it didn't go perfectly. It looked stupid as hell. All of the people wouldn't have been running around looking stupid. So I don't think it was a projector. I think Charlie Kirk is dead, but it's okay to pontificate. So I don't want nobody that loves Charlie Kirk to be mad at me because I'm just simply pontificating. Okay. Do y'all forgive me? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Charlie Kirk fan. I do not want to offend you because I like Charlie Kirk myself. So the last thing I want to do is put some dirt on his name or make him out to be something that he's not. I have no substantiated proof. I have nothing. The only substantiated proof I have is all his friends and his wife, but not him. He's an angel. But his wife, Tyler Boyer, Mr. Menendez or Martinez, all of the prominent Turning Point USA members, I can show you them. They're weirdos. But how or why are you hanging out with all these weirdos if you're not a weirdo? So there's a possibility, small possibility, that Charlie Kirk was also a weirdo. Right here. These are the weirdos. These guys, one of these guys went to prison for tadpole hunting. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. I don't want nobody to be mad at me. This is just a thought. So let's do this. I'm going to drop the link. And whether you're in a Scooby-Doo group or whether you're just a watcher of the show, I want to hear from y'all. So let me pin this at the top of the chat. Okay. So I'm pinning the StreamYard link up in the chat. So the StreamYard link to come up to be on the show is pinned at the top of the chat. Who went to prison? Matthew Martinez. Hold on. I think it was Matthew. Hold on 1 second. How many Turning Point USA executives have went to prison? Which Turning Point USA member did 5.5 years in prison? Come on now. I think I don't want to put dirt on Matthew, but Matthew Martinez, a prominent Turning Point USA executive, was involved in a forced essay around December 2024. Yeah, Hageman. Thank you. Yeah, Matthew Hageman. I got him right here. Thank you. You just reminded me. Adam Hageman was convicted of expressing his desires of R-word to 6 + 6 is. Y'all know what 6 + 6 is. So Adam Hageman was convicted of expressing his desires of the R-word 6 + 6 to other members of an online traffic light ring. He did 5 years in prison for possession of tadpole aquariums and on his phone. I'll say that. He did 5 years in prison for having possession of tadpole aquariums on his phone. I got speaking code, so you know what that means. So thank y'all. Yeah. So Dr. Deirdre, the medical examiner, she was looked up by IHOP in Google Trends right before the event that ended Charlie Kirk's life. The medical examiner, Schaefer Security Solutions. Frank Turek is a weirdo. Rick Cutler is a weirdo. Dan Flood is a weirdo. Will Tate is a weirdo. Justin Davis, I don't know if he's a weirdo. Hunter Kozak is a crisis actor. Tyler Boyer, a gay weirdo. He had some harassment issues also, some allegations. Mikey, I ain't gonna say nothing about Mikey because, I ain't gonna say nothing about him. And Matthew Martinez. How can you surround yourself with so many people that are weirdos, including your wife, and you not be a weirdo? So there's a possibility that before somebody exposed Charlie Kirk as a weirdo with proof, they had to get rid of Charlie Kirk so nobody can sue him. I don't know. So let's do this. Let's do a vote. Do y'all think my pontification or my theory is crazy or is not crazy? Vote in the chat right now. I don't know how to put up a poll, but everybody right now say crazy or not crazy. Do y'all think my theory of why this whole thing happened is crazy or not crazy? Say crazy or not crazy in the chat, because I want to see what y'all think. All right, let's see. We got not crazy, not crazy, not crazy. All right, let's see. All right, Allie says not crazy. Anthony said crazy. All right, knowledge better says crazy. King says not crazy. All right, Evanescence, not crazy. Thou shalt not bear false witness. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to set up polls. Sorry. All right, Kelsey says crazy. You are demonetized. You are demonetized. You're hilarious. Right on point. Not crazy. Anthony, why are you voting again? Voting, this don't count because Anthony is voting twice. Cricket kiss, not crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay. Yo.
How's it going? It's Chris.
What up, Chris?
Do you remember you were talking about this 2 other live streams ago about the creepy smile from Charlie Kirk as soon as a child's name was in?
Yes.
Hold on right here. Okay, so everybody go to YouTube. Type in YouTube Charlie Kirk creepy smile origin video. It's a nice little short, and I'll show everything.
All right, let's see. Charlie Kirk creepy smile origin video.
Little human being. Okay, No, your smile specifically. I hope your daughter lives a very happy life and gets away.
Whoa. Music. Yeah, I seen it. So yeah. He says tadpoles and
Yeah.
he had a creepy smile. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about last time. And now you're talking
Okay.
about this. It's, I don't know. Seems to come together.
So the thing about it is, like, I don't want to put nothing crazy on his jacket. Hold on, read the super chat. Shout out to Kelly Raven. I think this is very logical, not crazy, from Kelly. What's up, Kelly? Oh, I know who that is. She's in Scooby-Doo group. So I don't know. I'm just here to help everybody get an understanding of what happened, because everything is so crazy and so weird, where it's like there's a possibility they just had to, because did you see the last video? No, I didn't play the video because I was scared of him playing it. So I didn't show y'all, but Charlie Kirk, when he got popped, he fell over on a platform, and the guy behind him, David Flood, I think, he positioned him to fall on a platform. And he showed me after the live was over, he fell on a platform. So the platform was like this tall, right? And it was like some room under the platform to kind of like pull something out and do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then when you pick, hold on, let me play that video for everybody. And then when you pick,
If you notice how high that tunnel door was, that's how the platform was.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just starting to. Where's the video? Here it is.
Don't touch.
Hold on, I'm about to play the video. Here it is. Okay, so you can see my screen, right? Okay, cool. So this right here, Charlie was on a platform. So there's some type of platform that Charlie is laying on. So it's about, I would say, the size of this water bottle tall. The size of this water bottle, it was this amount of room between Charlie and the ground, if that makes any sense. So right here, he's on a platform. So once I realize he's on a platform, it kind of like gives me another question, like, so what are they doing? So if they're pulling out a Teletubby, a lifelike Teletubby, let's see if they're pulling something. Because it looks like they're down there doing something. And it doesn't look like they're helping him. It looks like they're trying to do something. And hold on, back up. I want y'all to look at how the last guy to get there starts looking around. The guy right there. The guy by the speaker. You see his head? It's like he's looking around to make sure nobody's looking. He moves the chair out of the way. You see him? And he's just looking around. You see what I'm saying? He's not even looking at Charlie. He's just looking around to see if anybody's looking. See? He's looking back. Like, why would you be looking back if somebody's dying? He gets over there right there. He gets down. And the only thing he wants to do is look around to see if somebody's looking. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see that. Trapdoor Charlie is crazy. You see that? See that? He's looking back. Put a one in the chat if y'all can see that. Everybody got glasses on, which is stupid. And then everybody, I mean, he is just looking back through the whole time. That's when the chair moves around, looks like it's moving around weirdly. See, he's still not looking at Charlie. Like, why is he looking around? Somebody's dying. Why are you looking around? Look. Give me a second. I'm waiting for this to go up. So this video is just adding more to everything. Hold on, somebody just came to the stage. What's going on, Sizzle? Where'd the other guy go? You got to unmute. What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yo.
Hello? Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
What's happening with you?
Not much. I do kind of want to put my input on it a little bit.
Okay,
I would say
hold on. Before you say anything, we use IHOP, we use tadpoles. We do not use any type of language that might get my channel demonetized. You understand that? You've been watching my channel for a while?
Yeah, I've been watching it for a minute, probably like 2 weeks about now.
So you know all the code words, right?
Somewhat. I'm not like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm there with it.
All right, go ahead. What you think?
Nah, but I would say there's a chance that that they faked his death.
Oh my God. Bro, you can't. Okay. you don't know. It's okay. I had to mute you for it. Hold on. You can't say that because YouTube does not allow people to say something that doesn't look like it happened. Okay. So this is a highly documented thing and he died. So we cannot come on YouTube and say otherwise. Does that make sense? You probably didn't know that. So you go unmute. I just want to make sure. Go ahead.
All right, so let me see if I can use this word.
Yeah.
I would like to say it's a possibility that it's a psyop. Is that okay?
There you go. Yeah.
All right. The reason why I say that
you can
is
say
because,
Keisha died.
Okay, I feel you.
Talk
The
about
reason why I
Keisha.
say that, is because legally I heard that when your life is on like threatened and people trying to come after you, you can legally fake it.
Yeah. Fake an
Right?
orgasm. Right. You can
Right.
literally fake an orgasm. Right. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So with that being said, I think that because history has shown that the government likes to, I would guess, use psyops to usher in a lot of propaganda or like steering the sheep a certain way.
Yeah.
I believe that this administration is also using the same playbook. I think we also seen it with the I guess the shot with the president. I think that was also a psyop to get him back into office. So with the same playbook they're trying to use for him, because the reason why I say this, number one, is because I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with the QAnon boards. It predicted that
I
the
don't know what that
last
is.
yeah. So basically, what's happening is if a lot of, I guess, say Trump supporters, they are familiar with a script that we've been following for about like 10 years since he came in the Oval Office in 2016. It's called the Q boards, or the I guess the left will call it the QAnons, if you want to call it like that. But the people that's Q, we're not calling the people that's a part of it, we're not calling it like that. We're calling it Q boards. So what ends up happening is that they said that IHOP was the last one left. Everything since 2015, since Trump came into office, it's been like a playbook. It's been like a movie. It's called like the White Hats in Control. If you have anybody could verify this.
Yeah.
They said that IHOP was the last one to be exposed. And I feel like we're here now. We're at the last step. So because of that, because of the psychological operation, all points, all roads lead back to IHOP.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So with this, it's kind of like framing them so it looks like it. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if it's framing them to look like it, now the people are now awake to go against APAC, whatever, these, I guess,
6-pack.
right, 6-pack, basically, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now the people are awake because the whole administration, if you look from 2015 till now, it's been an awakening, step by step. When he first came in, it was the wall. People was against it. They would say it was racist. But now we see it, the border, everything requires whatever he's been trying to do since day one. They've been trying to demonize him since day one. So everything now is leading back. It's like a step-by-step playbook. It's like a script. So the whole cue board, it has been always telling us year after year, enjoy the movie, get your popcorn. That's basically what it's been saying for about 10 years. So
Yeah.
it's like we're here now. And because he's in the trenches of this whole thing, he's putting it on the line for us. If you look at his inauguration before he came in 2015 or 2016, the speech in his inauguration said he's giving the power back to the people. When he got in, because he said for a long time the oligarchs have been running the country, and the elections kind of have been rigged. If I don't know if we can say all of that, but you know what I mean. But basically, that's what's happening, right? So the Q board has predicted that this is the one that's saved for last. IHOP. So it's a possibility that the reason why Erica and everybody's all kind of like, I won't say everybody's all in it, because some people are a part of the swamp. But when every time he hires people, we can never know. He puts them in position to see if they're gonna do the right thing.
Okay, hold on. I got you. Let me go to launch codes. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, bro? I'm a big fan of you, man.
Thank you. So what are your thoughts? Please don't
Hey,
say
how's
nothing
it going,
crazy.
bro?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Please don't say nothing crazy, but go ahead. What are your thoughts? I don't want to get
All
demonetized.
right. I'm a little laggy right now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
No, I won't. IHOP, traffic lights.
There you go. So what do you think?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I just tuned in when Sids was talking. Sizzy, I can't see the name. Yeah. So he's actually right. With the QAnon pub, QAnon.pub, you can actually look at all the Q boards that were popping up. They did say leave IHOP for last.
So, okay, can y'all both explain to me what that, I don't know what that means?
So the day that I remember when this first, yeah, go ahead.
Huh? Hello?
You want me to talk, or is it my fault? I muted out.
I don't know. He just stopped talking. But go ahead, Sizzle.
Yeah,
so
go ahead,
basically,
Sizzle. My bad. It's laggy
it's
right
cool,
now,
it's cool.
so I can't
It's
tell
cool.
when.
I know a lot of people gonna think it's bull. You know what I mean? But I've been kind of like being objective the whole time since he got in office. I always kept an open mind. It's not that I'm hard stance on one position. My position has always been, if a better argument comes along, I'll follow the better argument. I'm not like hard
Right
stance.
What is the Q
I would say
thing?
the Q board has been very accurate and
But what does
predicting a lot
IHOP being last mean?
in a sequence. It's all
What does
sequential.
IHOP being
It's
last mean?
an order. IHOP was always the last one left
What does that mean?
because it's a biblical thing on their end. Their end, they believe they're the chosen ones. So because they're
What
the
does
chosen ones,
last to do
America
what?
is viewed as Esau and Jacob or Goyans. So they have the right to in their path goes against their superior, if you want to call it that. So because
Some happen to your some happen to your
government includes religion. So the
Hey,
apex,
I gotta drop y'all. The audio is messing up.
situation is IHOP in all places.
Hold on, I gotta drop them. Sorry, y'all. Both of y'all audio started messing up. I tried to mute one. So I didn't mean to drop y'all, but I had to drop y'all because your audio was messing up, and then y'all weren't hearing me. So if y'all want to come back in, y'all can, but something was going on with the audio. I don't know. I had to. So if y'all want to, y'all come back in because I don't know what's going on because you weren't able to hear me and I wasn't able to hear you. So I don't know what IHOP is last means. Last to bring about the I don't even know what that means. The hell is that? What the hell? I don't know about this Jesus crap, so I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. So sorry. I don't know. And I don't really want to know. Like, I'm not a church person, I'm not a Bible thumper. You know, I think a lot of the church stuff is like dumb. You know, I don't want to be offensive, but I don't want to hear about all that crazy shit to me. And I'm gonna show y'all the reason why I don't believe in all that church mess. Let me play this.
Ever told a story about the churches? I don't think so. Here in Atlanta, we wanted to buy a church out here, a building. Oh wow! It cost $1 million.
All right, so y'all listen to this real quick. This is a pastor that I think all pastors are gay, so I think he's gay too. I think if you're a pastor, I think you're gay. So that's the first thing. So I don't trust no pastors. I think they all like little, I think they all gay.
I don't know if
I just want to say that, but I don't trust no pastor because they all gay.
I ever told a story about the churches. I don't think so. Here in Atlanta, we wanted to buy a church out here, a building. Oh wow! It cost $1 million. We said we can't afford that because we grassroots. So the minister said, "Hey, no." We said, "Minister, how are you able to afford this $1 million building?" He said, "You go to the bank." I said, no. We went to the bank. All these bank, they say the churches have unreliable income because 1 week it may be good, next week it might be bad because it's based on donations. Right. He said, no. He said, Christians have a bank strictly for Christians. Oh, wow. So he gave us the address. Brothers go down there, and the clause is
y'all listen to this.
in order to get the money funded for a church, millions of dollars, you have to teach what they want you to teach. They said to us, our teachings must align with theirs. Jesus is white. December 25th, Christmas, the laws are done away with. I'm like, we don't teach that. You can't get no money from us then. And the churches have never revealed. That was on a sneak tip the minister told us, and we found out, whoa, there's so much ins and out with the churches, it will shock people.
So if y'all really listen to that, he said you can't get no money if you ain't teaching what we teaching.
They said to us, I
just want to make sure y'all heard that.
You have to teach what they want you to teach. They said to us, our teachings must align with theirs. Jesus is white. December 25th, Christmas, the laws are done away with. I'm like, we don't teach that. You can't get no money from us then. And the churches have never revealed. That was on a sneak tip the minister told us, and we found out, whoa, there's so much ins and out with the churches, it will shock people.
So yeah. All right, so hold on a second. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got it. I fixed it, bro.
Okay. Cool. All right. So can y'all explain to me?
Yeah.
What did you said somebody was the last or something? And y'all gotta understand. I don't know about this Bible. The church,
so there's no Bible. I'm not trying to cut you off, Mr. Lecco, but it has nothing to do with the Bible. Okay. Let me get like 5 minutes, and I don't want to like elaborate. I don't want to like have like blah 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 blah. I'm not trying to do that, but I need to like go off where Sizzle started because the QAnon, it was never QAnon, and that's what he was trying to explain. And this whole Q thing is very, if you weren't aware of it from the beginning, I actually pulled up all the message boards in front of me right now, and I'm not going to like go on and on and on about them, but I wanted to let you know when they started. So they started during the day after the Las Vegas massacre, bro. And so like when the Las Vegas shit happened, excuse my language, but when the Las Vegas thing happened, I'm like really quick to like research names, locations. I do deep dives and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I should have been like an Ian Carroll by now, bro. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm actually like really keen on these details and these facts. And like when you start noticing all these things popping off, and there's a fingerprint. Number one, they'll say it's a lone gunman. Okay. Now I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but they started using it around JFK. Now, when JFK got popped off, they said it was a lone gunman. Now there's actually a show called The Lone Gunman where it was like a spin-off of the X-Files. And they actually have an episode in The Lone Gunman where it was 9/11. It was exactly just like 9/11. But the only difference was they diverted the plane and they went like literally, I'll show you one day, bro. I'll show you the link. I'll pop the link. And the plane goes above the planes, bro. Crazy.
Stop.
Go ahead. My bad.
We can't say nothing negative about 9/11 also. I'm just letting you know what I learned from I had to take a test. I had to take a test with YouTube in order to, well, they took my video down, right? And they said you did this. Then I had to take a test. Guess what? On the test was about 9/11. So you
it's because IHOP.
So you cannot say nothing about 9/11. It was
not even 9/11.
It was on the test. It was on the test.
So I can't even say the
YouTube gave me a test, and 9/11 was on the test. So you can't say nothing about that.
Man, that's crazy. So anyway, long story short, there's a show called The Lone Gunman, and they, predictive programming is they throw in Hollywood movies what's going to happen in the future. Well, The Lone Gunman was, September, blah blah blah. So long story short, when Las Vegas happened, they said lone gunman. Right away, I knew must have been something CIA involved, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So, dude, I don't know how I got on 4chan, but somebody posted on 4chan, they had enough. Somebody was on the inside, maybe NSA, maybe some 3-letter agency, and they started posting these message boards online. And they started talking to like people, like as if they were like a whistleblower. And so they were starting to throw out breadcrumbs, they were called. And like, here, I'll read one like real quick. It was November 18, 2022. It's so crazy, bro. It'll be like, run back Dominion, SOS offices, investigators, researchers, whistleblowers, patriots in trusted positions. Trust yourself. You have seen the truth. Yeah, time to show the world. Focus, ascension. And then he always signs off as Q. So like I was watching this, reading this, following this for years. I was convinced that it was like someone within the Trump team, someone close to like the Trump circle. And what he's saying about IHOP is what all these like whistleblowing facts that started coming out before things were happening, they were like markers. And like it always told us that IHOP was going to save for last, like whether it was Peter Strzok, Lisa Page that got caught up with the planning of trying to throw Trump in jail, like, oh, we'll get him, we'll prevent him. They did the Russiagate, they did the Ukrainian phone call with Zelensky, like all that stuff was being talked about in these Q message boards before it was ever popping off. And we're like, how the heck did they even like predict that, right? So a lot of this has a lot of truth to it, but a lot of it is like, a lot of it was kind of like, oh, trust, time to show the world. You've seen the truth. A lot of it was like patriots are in control. So like panic is patriots are now in control. It was an acronym. You know what I mean? Like PANIC. Patriots are now in control. So it was a lot of stuff like that. And so when they told us about IHOP being saved for last, and you started seeing like how Trump was all buddy and cozy up with these people, I don't know, man. Part of me is like, he's too close with Adelson and too close with these Jewish donors and whatnot. But at the end of the day, he could be, sorry, IHOP donors. It comes down to like, are we really believing that Trump is getting played? or is he really like playing them, making them feel like, oh, your money's buying the power? You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the fence about it, but I do trust in like what Q was about, man, because there was no way if you were the ops, bro, you wouldn't go and talk about your moves to everybody. Like you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't give away your plans. You wouldn't give away your procedures, your standard operating procedures and all that. You wouldn't do that, bro. So I would check out, it's qanon.pub, and you can follow qanon.pub. Every single post from beginning to end. It started here. I'm scrolling all the way down.
Instagram?
I'll give you guys the floor. No, it's just HTTP. You want me to type it in the chat? I'll type it in the chat.
I don't like to
It
go
has
to
nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with religion.
Okay, well, let me hear from Sizzle. You put
Yeah, please.
You put
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have the floor, guys.
Go ahead, Sizzle.
All right, so I know y'all don't want it to. I know y'all don't want it to do with nothing with religion. I'm not here to push religion. I'm not saying I support religion. I'm not here to push any type of religion on anybody. I'm telling you that the system that is set up is also using religion. This is why the 501(c) is set up a certain way too, to not be political for a certain reason.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm trying to tell you that is it has everything to do with religion. If you notice, every president that goes into power in America goes and touches the wall. That is a religious belief. It's not about me believing that.
Yes.
When Trump goes in, he wears the thing on the top and he goes to touch the wall. It's religion. This is what basically what we're saying. He
Yes.
has to kiss the ring.
Yes.
It's the religion.
Right.
It is a biblical thing that's playing out. They're using the religious story to play out whatever it is through government.
Yeah.
In order for revelations to happen, it has to play out through government. It's the only way. I'm not saying I believe it. That's all I'm saying. But there's people at the bottom that subscribe to religion. So because of that, they think it's in the name of the higher power when the world plays out the way it plays out. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to tell you that the Q boards, it's not QAnon. It's the Q boards has predicted every step along the way from year to year to year to year. And this is what we all assuming. And when I say we, because I also open-minded to the fact that it is possibly true. So I've been following this for so long. So because I've been following so long, I subscribe to it in this sense. But if somebody could debunk it, I follow the new theory. You know what I mean? That's how I work. But long story short is that we believe that it's all going according to the plan because that's what it's always been telling us. That trust the plan, trust the plan. White hats are in control. That's what they always keep saying. They always said IHOP was the one last. And because the swamp, Trump likes to call it the swamp, because the swamp has been using psyops to steer the masses in a certain way. He has to now use that same playbook to steer the masses in an awakening. It's the same game. So we're waking up. If you notice, a lot more people have been paying more attention to politics since Trump got into power. Everything he's been doing is an awakening move. It's not like we believe in it. He's awakened people, so we pay attention to more politics more often. And because he's doing things, it's waking us up to do research, to want to go down the rabbit hole. And this is what's waking American people up. He's predicted this in 2015 when he got inaugurated. Go to the inauguration speech. When he got inaugurated, he swore on the Bible. He told you what his plan was originally when he first got in 2016. So this is where we are today in 2025. This is 10 years later. You get what I'm saying? So long story short, it has everything to do with religion. Because at the end of the day, Israel's the one that kisses the ring. Israel's the one that brings, I guess you want to call
Come on, man.
revelations in.
Y'all, man.
I'm sorry. Remember, I'm not, you know what I mean? This is my first time. So, but IHOP is the one that's going to bring in revelations. They're the one causing the disruption in the Middle East.
But what does
So
that
because
mean?
of that,
Bring in
because of
revelation.
that, sorry, I can't hear you. So I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna mute out. I can't hear you.
Can you hear? What does bring out revelations means? You said IHOP is going to bring out revelations. What does that mean?
So when I say revelations mean the end times. So if you also look at what they call it, what's the Damn, I forgot the it's a playbook that they're following. They killed. There's it called the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones. If you read the Georgia Guide, they literally destroyed it on Biden's term. It's a block in Atlanta. It describes the plan of the future. They just the elites. We don't know how they got there. If you Google it, where it comes from, nobody knows. But it's a script about how the world's supposed to be reduced to 500 million population. So this is a playbook. Everything is a not prophecy. It's a playbook. It's a playbook. It's not prophecy. So what ends up
Okay.
happening now, we're following a playbook on their side. If you want to call it the demonic side, that's a playbook. So Trump has to kind of counter it with his playbook. He also have to use a psyop on his end to wake people up because you can't just come out. Look, he tried to tell people, look, the news is fake. He tried to tell people the news is fake and people didn't listen. So now we're here. We're 10 years later. Now we understand the news is fake. So this is why Mr. Let Go's here doing the news. Everybody on YouTube is doing news. Candace owns the news. The mainstream media is no longer alive anymore. You get what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
We're the new news. So he tried
Yes.
to tell y'all 10 years ago, though, that the news is fake. Everybody looked at him crazy. Everything he's
We
been
was
saying,
saying
everybody
fake
look.
news.
All right, I
Yes.
have to mute up because my phone is not playing out, so I don't know if I can't hear you. I'm good, right? I'm good. All right,
Yeah.
good. All right. So I'm trying to say it's a playbook. It's been going on for 10 years. We're waking up slowly. He can't just come out and say, "Yo," he can't come out and say that the juice that we took, the juice, he can't just say it's no good for us. He
Yeah. Yeah.
can't just wake people up like that. It's gonna sound crazy. When the
Right.
juice came out, he was telling people to take hydrochlorine. He tried to tell people alternatives to the pharmaceuticals. He tried, but people weren't listening. And Fauci and all of them tried to gaslight him and make
Yeah.
it seem like, look, it's his reason. The reason why the pandemic happened, 2020. They blamed it all on him.
Yeah.
But Trump tried to put everybody in the forefront that are so-called experts to tell us that, look, this is if y'all call this man an expert. Look, I'm gonna put him on the forefront and then follow him and see what y'all think. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I
long
agree.
story short, is that this is a whole playbook on his side. So it's a possibility that Kirk may have staged his own thing on this
Oh,
end, and this is why
Keisha.
it may. All right, I'm gonna mute that because I gotta do one at a time. Go ahead, go ahead.
Keisha staged her death. That's all I want to say. Keisha staged her death. You heard me? Keisha did it. Keisha staged her death. Keisha faked her death. Keisha. Okay.
All right, so it's a possibility that Keisha staged his exiting, if we want to call it that. You know what I mean? It's a possibility. This is why maybe we may not see any remorse from the wife. We may not see any. Trump is like it's regular. Like we also may see Cash Patel say, "We'll see you at Valhalla, brother. We got the watch." These are things that are to us. If you're not privy, you're not gonna understand what none of that means.
What does we got to
I'm
watch?
gonna mute that.
What does we got to watch mean? Do y'all know? Either one of y'all. Launch codes. What does we got to watch mean? Do y'all remember when he said that? What does
I'm
we
not
got?
gonna lie to you. I don't know exactly what we got the watch mean, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that they got they know what time it is. We're on time and we know the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When everything's all said and done, everything's gonna play out. And if you notice that Trump is also pushing for I don't know if you want to say it, but public executions. The swamp is again. I don't. It's law, so I don't know if we can't use that word, but it's actual
Lord.
law.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
law. It's a real law. You know, I know you don't want to use these words,
Yeah.
but this is what this is the law he's pushing. If you
Yeah.
also notice that Josh Hammer retweeted something that Trump said in 2012 about public executions because
Why?
he's playing chess. Again, this is law. I get it, but it's law. We're discussing the real law.
Bro, like, stop. I don't care about no damn law. Please, like, I get it. I'm not mad, but I got to go by what YouTube be telling me not to do, y'all. Do y'all understand that? I don't care what is the law. If YouTube said don't do it, I'm not gonna freaking do it. I'm on their platform. You're gonna keep saying it. This is the shit I'm talking about. I be getting demonetized left and right, and I be like, don't say this, and they turn around and say the shit. Then I be looking stupid. I'm the one who got to deal with this, not you. Damn. So let me do this. I appreciate y'all being up here and thank y'all. But when you go against when I say don't say something and you say it anyway, now I can't trust you to not say it because I said don't say it and you said anyway. So I'm gonna drop y'all, but I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all. But I just can't trust people to come up and speak and not say nothing that.
Hey, what you mean, y'all?
I get it. But remember, launch codes, both. I said, you know lingo? Yeah, you know
Yes,
lingo.
sir.
And then you get what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Yeah, it's just
No,
frustrating.
bro, I got you, man.
Think about this. I've been on here since 8 o'clock, right? So I done did 2 hours. Imagine you go 2 hours, everything is great. And then the second you bring somebody on your channel, the person says something crazy and I get demonetized. Right at the end.
No, he seemed like he didn't really care about those trigger words, but he said it was his first time.
You know how mad I would be if I knew that? The person said, and I'm like, all the way to the end. So I'm like, I'd be making it all the way to the end, and then somebody say something crazy. I'd be wanting people to come up and share their opinions, but people get too passionate and then they just want to say stuff, even though
Right. So, I get you, man.
Yeah, I just get frustrated.
No, you got to walk the YouTube line, like you said, bro. You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to play their game, bro.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem with that because it's not a lot of rules. Just don't say certain things. And I'm cool with that, you know? But yeah, so I don't want to kick you off because I had to kick him off. I ain't want to kick him off. He was dropping some science.
Right. Yeah, no, he was.
I don't
just got to watch them words.
Oh, man, I don't want to follow. It is frustrating. Because what
hey,
happened,
bro,
especially these 10 o'clock videos, when I get done with the video, if it gets demonetized, I got to fight it before I go to bed. Because if it doesn't, it's going to stay demonetized for 8 hours of me sleeping. And by the time I wake up, it was demonetized all night. Because sometimes when a video gets demonetized, they can have a human watch it and they'll undemonetize it.
Got you.
But if I don't, and I go all night and I wake up and the damn thing was demonetized, that means all night it was demonetized. And now I got a chance. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. That's all. And it's just frustrating.
Hey, do you mind if we start where we kind of picked up about the that night of Las Vegas?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you remember what actual day it was? It was October something, right?
I don't remember what day it was. Hold on, let's see. Let's see.
Dude, because I found the crazy post that happened right after that event, dude.
October 1, 2017. Is that it?
I think that's about right.
October 1st.
Oh, sorry, man. My kid's in the background running around.
It's okay. October 1st, 2017. What about it?
Okay, so it was actually almost a month after that.
What?
Okay, so man, I wish I could show you my screen. I'm on my phone and I'm in front of my computer. Here, I'm pulling you up. Okay. Okay. All right. If you got, can you go to QAnon.pub by any chance?
No, I don't. I
No,
don't know. I'm not going no random websites on my phone. I don't.
I got you, bro. All right. Well, can I read it to you without hitting any trigger words?
Okay.
Okay. So the very first post happened right after that event. Okay.
Mind you, I have no idea what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the message boards online, some random started coming out trying to talk about these events as if they weren't happening the way we were being told by the media.
Okay.
So they're like the dark web, the media calls it, but it was online message boards that were anonymous. So you could be in the military and you wouldn't know who the heck it was. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So long story short, the very first post said Hillary Clinton will be arrested between 7:45 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. on Monday, the morning of October 30th, 2017. People were like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
It says HRC extradition already in motion, effective yesterday with several countries in case of cross-border run. Passport approved to be flagged, effective, blah, blah. Expect massive riots organized in defiance and others fleeing the U.S. to occur. Mind you, COVID. Okay. U.S. militaries will conduct the operation while National Guard is activated. Okay, so they're actually talking about stuff. It says Mockingbird. Now, when someone says Mockingbird, they're already in on the know of Operation Mockingbird, which was the different types of media being controlled by the three-letter agencies. You can look this one up. It's called Operation Mockingbird. It says HRC is detained, not arrested yet. Where is Huma Abedin? Okay, that was her top aide. I don't know if you're familiar with that whole debacle in Haiti. That's another thing I would look into, bro. Huma Abedin, Laura Salisbury is the name you should look into. She got caught traffic lights from Haiti to during the 2000, was it 8 Haiti, the hurricane that hit Haiti. It was 2008 or something, or is it 2010? I forget. So these HRC, the Clinton Foundation, and all these other 5013Cs, or however you say that, they go to these war-torn places, and it's like, how do I say this? Basically, it's free reign for traffic lights. They go in there, and because of all that stuff, yeah, that happened, they can swoop and scoop.
The same thing that's going on in what is the place? What's the country Russia is fighting?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Same thing's on Ukraine.
Exactly, bro.
There's a huge traffic light situation going on in Ukraine. Huge.
Supposedly they were the number one in the world for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. See, when they go to war with when a country is in a state of war, anything goes. There's no law. So you can go in like you swoop and scoop.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, going back to Hillary, how's it tied to her? Her top aide called Huma Abedin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huma Abedin was dating Anthony such and such, who got caught up in a underage situation.
Can you say that tadpole situation?
Yeah, tadpoles.
Uh-huh.
Type in Anthony Weiner laptop. That laptop supposedly made New York City cops puke and want to kill themselves, bro. Actually, like 8 or 9, or I don't know how many, bro, but majority of the people that oversaw that case, they all off themselves.
Clinton's email server. However, the FBI later
But I don't think it's because what they saw. I think it's because they got hushed, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. So I looked it up and I'm seeing
It's
it
crazy.
now.
So I'm just
Yeah,
trying to get you familiar with some of these names because there's a lot of name drops. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading it a lot now. It's a lot. It says Clinton was cleared. Of course, she was cleared. The FBI announced the case was closed. Then shortly before the election. Okay.
So this drop, it's called we call them drops, Q drop, right? Q dropped October 28, 2017, talking about Uma Abedin. Follow Huma. This has nothing to do with Russia yet. Why does POTUS surround himself with generals? President of the United States. What is military intelligence? Question mark. Why go around the 3-letter agencies? Remember in 2017, 2018, all that stuff that Trump was getting because he wasn't trusting the intel agencies?
I remember.
Well, meanwhile, on the message boards online, okay, this was being talked about. So it was like his way and his team's way of talking to the people because mainstream media is compromised, the intel agencies are compromised. So how the heck is he supposed to get the real word of the POTUS out? So they found a loophole, a back channel, and that was the message boards of 4chan, 8chan. Okay, I don't know if you heard of those. I never heard of them up until those days.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
So what my man was saying, I forgot his name,
Sizzles.
Do you think Trump is on our side and he just has to play ball in order to get the people in the cage?
Man, bro, my heart tells me that he's for America, bro. He's been saying, I've been looking into this man a lot, and I was never a fan of him, bro. So I think based off of my empirical data and all the research I've done, I think he's playing ball, bro. I think you're right. I think he's like one of those stable geniuses where he's making it seem like he's like crazy or erratic, but he's got like a strategy behind every little thing he does, man.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like how close the IHOP lobby is, though. But I really do want to bring up that whole save IHOP for last again because it's in here.
Okay.
Here, I'll read it to you too.
There's nothing crazy in it.
No, I know.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to type in for last. We'll see what pops up. This is the beauty of this, bro. Like whenever something happened, you would just go to these message boards because it's all, what is it called? Archive now, where you can go back and look at it from when it happened. And then you could look at news events of the day. And you could connect with what was being talked about with what didn't even happen yet. And then you're looking at it like, how the heck did that person, whoever's talking to us, they're called Q, it was probably a team on the inside of Trump's team that's sitting there talking to us, outside.
Okay.
Save for last.
Everybody watching, are y'all enjoying this? Say yes or no in the chat. Because I don't want it to be over everybody's head and everybody's like, what the hell is happening? So are y'all
Yeah, we could switch topics whenever you want, brother.
I just want to make sure I'm good, but I just want to make sure the audience is good. Are y'all enjoying this? Are y'all understanding this? Yes or no? All right. So you got a bunch of yeses. So you good. Go ahead. Just want to make sure.
Cool.
They're good.
So I see a couple of these. There's 3 of them that say for last. somebody asked, whatever happened to this Pakistani guy who worked with the DNC? The president asked in an interview published Thursday by the New York Times. A grand jury in August returned an indictment in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia charging Awan and his wife, Hina Alvi. Okay, I remember Awan. With a total of 4 counts, which included federal bank fraud and conspiracy. Awan has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Whatever happened to them, Trump continued. Oh, so Trump's dropping like little nuggets. He's like, oh, whatever happened to Awan? So we looked up who Awan is. What about Awan? Q asked. Is IHOP involved? Question mark. We are saving IHOP for last. Very specific reason not mentioned a single time. Wow.
So they're not giving a reason why?
There's a couple of them. And you're right. So it's very coded. And I'm assuming because these message boards were being watched by the intel agencies, were being watched by IHOP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's one more. It's like a lot shorter than what I just read. And it's weird because there's a lot of ops being talked about. February 10th, 2018, this message board, this post, I mean, it says, mess with the best, die like the rest. I think that's a military motto. I'm pretty sure. And then 2 is bold, and it says, highly classified clown ops exposed. So they refer to clown ops as CIA, clowns in operation, clowns in action as CIA.
Okay. Yeah, man, this is definitely interesting.
It says wizards and warlocks. Oh man.
I don't want to go down too many rabbit holes. But
no,
look,
but wizards and warlocks is literally like the top. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna end the show. But you,
some of these I've never read, bro. So some of these I'm like looking at them like for the first time. Okay, this is the last one I'll read because it actually has something that has to do with our recent past here.
Okay.
The FISA, the Russia Gate, the whole thing. It's all connected, and it comes back to IHOP, and it comes back to like how Charlie Kirk was being like, I want to say, like, if you looked at the last couple videos of Candace, man, I'm a big follower of Candace as well. She was worried that she was being handled too, bro.
No,
and
she
it
was
seems,
being handled.
yeah.
Shapiro is with IHOP.
Right.
Yeah, so that's real. Shout out to Angela Jordan. Q is a product of the Army of Northern Virginia. It is a PSYOP unit. We have the watch equals. We have the watch means military phrase referring to standing watch or standing guard when they retire or die. They're told this. Interesting. Thank you so much, Angela. That's dope. So we have
Thank
the
you.
watch means we're standing guard.
So there's a lot of like a PSYOP is psychological operation, right? And just because there's a PSYOP doesn't mean it's a negative PSYOP. Like, how do you combat a negative PSYOP? You would have to do your own PSYOP, right?
I don't know.
Well, let's just think about it logically. Like, how would you combat someone talking crap about Mr. Let Go? You would probably have to make a video to combat that. You would have to maybe not address it. There's different strategies. You're right. You could do that too.
Yeah, ignore them.
Right. But what if it's something so slanderous, something like, oh, Mr. Let Go is in on traffic lights. You know what I'm saying?
I'll sue him. And
there you go, right? But what I'm saying is how are you going to get like positive information out that is counter to everything that the mainstream media is saying.
I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. See, my positive information is just me putting out positive information.
No, I meant like for like Trump and his team.
Somebody. Huh?
Like Trump and his team too, you know?
But yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So they would have to come up with their own little psyop, but it would be like, yeah. And so my whole thing is with what Angela said is I'm on board with it being a psyop, but again, how do they out themselves? You know what I'm saying? It's like Michael Jordan kind of telling you, I'm going to score on you this way and doing it, right? Like, is it like that where they're so bold and so like in your face that they don't care that they're telling you what they're going to do? And it's like a reverse psychology thing where they're making it seem like they're giving you the goods and giving you the info, but they're really not. They're trying to like, so there could be a lot to it. I mean, I'm not over here saying, oh, it's 100% this. I will never do that because there are so many different angles you can come with.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. I totally understand what you're saying. Y'all gave me something to really think about because I googled some of the stuff that you was talking about. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that. So I am definitely smarter now after just listening to what you and Sizzle talked about. So yeah, so I appreciate.
There's a lot of thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You didn't even have to go out of your way and cover any of this Charlie Kirk stuff, bro.
Yeah. Well, it was worth it for a lot of different reasons. I got to know a lot of new people. And I cover anything that has something to do with tadpoles and traffic lights. So it's not really about Charlie Kirk to me.
Right.
It's about the tadpole. So
yeah, dude, that whole thing with Erica Kirk, man, and Romania, bro, that was a mind.
See, that's why I started talking about this Charlie Kirk stuff. It wasn't about Charlie Kirk. It was about the power Charlie Kirk had, and somebody else was trying to harness his power, and they had to get rid of him because he started going against the psyop, like you said, you know. But thank you for being here,
Dave Smith. Remember that Dave Smith interview with what was the other guy?
Josh Hammer.
Josh Hammer, thank you. Bro, I guess behind stage, Charlie Kirk was like, go hard at IHOP.
Yeah. I remember.
Good for him, man. Good for him, bro.
But yeah, I just wanted to do a video just, not explaining, but pontificating my theory that Keisha may still be alive. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to go over that real quick? Because I never even told you, like, bro, that could be a very well. So let me explain something real quick.
Actually, no.
There's only two explanations, brother. There's only two explanations. It's either one, he's alive still, or two, is they were in on it.
Stop. You're going to make a mistake and say something, and that's what I'm saying.
No, I promise.
You just did. You said he's alive. I said Keisha.
Wait, what? Keisha? I didn't know that. I didn't hear that one.
Keisha is still alive.
Keisha, got you. So the theory that Keisha is alive would actually explain why these security guys, when they hopped over there, were smiling. Like, that's the only other explanation why you would be smiling is if he was going down in that little tunnel, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, Rick was either in on it, and he's like got that evil little, that little nasty smile. Yeah, that was, bro. That was. I was like, what? It's either like they're getting in on it, like he's doing the Houdini, and they're laughing about the Houdini disappearing.
Because they're a part of the show,
right?
So they're having fun,
right? Yeah. It's either one. It's either positive or negative, bro. It can't be both.
I agree. Totally agree. So yeah.
And then the lack of emotion from Erica and everybody, that would kind of explain why Keisha could possibly still be up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like nobody was sad. It's just the weirdest thing. So that's my whole thing. I think Keisha is alive because nobody cares. I never seen that, So
Yeah, I mean, that's an angle nobody's talking about. Like, why would Rick be smiling? Well, maybe Keisha went down into the underground tunnel, bro, and they was laughing about it. But I don't know, man. Like, I still wouldn't be laughing, bro. Like, supposedly Buddy just got popped, right? So I just, man, you gotta. It's tough. It's real tough.
Yeah.
But hey, I didn't see that footage you just showed today or tonight.
What's that?
Got Rick doing the handoff.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that. Wait, you?
I never saw the handoff. I saw all the handoffs while they were around Keisha, but I didn't see the one that goes from right when Rick ran over the barrier.
Sorry about that. I
you
hit a
good?
button and knocked myself off my own live. Yeah. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah, it got real quiet. I was like,
yeah, I fell off the live. You was like, oh, what? Hold on, let me show you. Damn, I don't. It don't took all the little things off. Hold on a second. I gotta find it now. You can hear me good now, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
All right, I got you on my computer here.
So yeah, once I found out he fell on a platform, that kind of like opened my eyes up to some other things. It just looks like they just baking the cake down there. This shit's crazy.
Like, bro, I see an operation, man. Like, I'm prior military, bro. Like, I wasn't in it for a long time or anything, but
everything is just crazy.
And it's something
like
Go ahead.
I had a friend of mine who's just like, bro, why do you think this and why you think that? I showed him one of these videos. He's like, oh damn, you right. Look at this shit.
Did you see the McCoy connection, bro?
Uh-huh.
The last time I saw Candace Owens episode, she was talking about he was literally shadowing that Egyptian plane, bro. Yeah. Wherever he went, that plane went, bro. That's suspect as hell. It's like his handler was following him or something.
Yep. So yeah, man, I'm about to look at the rest of this football game and chill out before I go to bed. But
for sure.
Thank you for hanging out, man.
Yeah, I'll have to pop in another time, man, and we'll go over some of those cue boards on a different stream or whatever.
Yeah, 1,000%.
It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised you didn't hear about that, to be honest.
Yeah, y'all brought that up. I never heard of that. But yeah.
It's tough because it could be a psyop like Angela. It was Angela, I think her name was. It could be either way. It could be a psyop to make us think like people are taking care of it and to not do anything. Or it could be a psyop in a positive way and trying to awake the masses, bro. There was a lot of terms and a lot of phrases that were being dropped on that message board that Trump was using, bro. So it kind of like correlates to somebody inside on his team.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. But all right, man.
Hey,
I am out of here.
who you want to win?
Huh?
Seahawks?
No, I don't care. I got a Rams shirt on. Why would I want to?
I'm trolling, bro.
I'm an LA Rams fan. Like, I don't care when they play. But yeah. But all right, man. Have a good rest of your night. All right. All right. Have a good one.
Good to see you, bro. Thank you for the hospitality.
No problem. No problem.
I'll see you.
All right. All right, y'all. So that was very eye-opening. I learned a lot. So I had some more videos that I'm gonna share with y'all. I'll probably go live tomorrow and talk about those other things. But I'm gonna play my video again. Where's my video? It was my video. Here it is.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Y'all make sure to get a card game. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Make sure you get your card game so you can get the card game in your hands so you can have a game to play during Thanksgiving. Don't wait until the last minute and then, you go order the card game and it's after Thanksgiving. This is a great card game, or these two are great card games for you to play when you go around your family during Thanksgiving. This one is mainly for the women, and this is for everybody, whether it's family members, whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. Make sure to get your card game before Thanksgiving and break the card game out and play with everybody during Thanksgiving. I'm hitting the like button. All right, so shout out to Angela. Angela, thank you for the $10 super chat again. The Romans use bread and circuses. Bread and circuses? Okay. To distract to distract and entertain the populace. The goal was to distract, control them, and keep them in their place. No questions, no critical thinking. That's Q all day long. Yeah, that's what football is. That's what basketball is. That's what baseball is. So I totally agree with you on that. Like, I love watching football, but I'm not going to, as y'all see, allow football to get in the way of me, doing my thing and serving my audience, So I look at football comes second, y'all come first. So y'all have a good rest of y'all day or good rest of y'all night. I'm gonna play my intro video. Somebody said play the intro video, even though it's the outro. So talk to y'all later.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be.
Drop fire emojis if you enjoy this song. Drop your fire emojis. Let's go.
Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. Drop your Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. What? Everybody, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.